most fun atmospheres in all of the stadiums, and they have built a concourse that is definitely worth a visit. A little club scene gets you going if you want to watch the Sun Devils. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. The Cowboys ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back, and they get him down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Bolden. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Offense in a bunch formation. The lone back's got it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to knock out broken tackles.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Trying to impose their will with the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cowboys. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Bowling. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Hires on the move. And wings it incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. first one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The play action fake. Throwing right. Got his man. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And this offense is on fire, man. Back-to-back plays, completely going across the field. Now set up in a goal-to-go situation. Now the field shrinks a little bit. Interested to see if they can punch it in, be more physical. I know they made the big explosive plays to get here. Now they got to do the ground-and-pound dirty work.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude,
Always got some space. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Come out to get this drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Right back to him on the ground. Ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. And off for Brown. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. First down, right back to Brown.
And I go back to it again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Brown running left. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Back to throw. It's Bolden. Skips away from pressure. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Pocket breaking down. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, ASU. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective at the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. Real first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Hawkins. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. And the Cowboys are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in a game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He got just enough to move the sticks, and that'll set him up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progression. So go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. And a good job in coverage there. They stopped it after just a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rock it. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
It'll be 3rd and the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
This offense put together a really good... Man, like that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find the play to get someone open.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He splits the upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Back to throw. It's Boley. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Unloads to the wideout. Sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
They'll run for it. It's Brown. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Now the Sun Devils calling their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Taking it the other way. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 11 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Volunteers with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on 2nd and short. Strong, firm tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces the punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Ready, go! Brown again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I'd love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, ready. Hey, go, go.
They'll give it to Brown. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. On first down, it's Brown again. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Ready, 5, set. Check. 3692, 11 check.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
There you go.
Trying to run, it's Brown. Jumped on top of the pile.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bolden. Moving out to the right. That's it, 5. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they're looking for some plays that work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Listen, sometimes these quarterbacks, they get locked in on who they want to throw to. I didn't think he was open there. Nice job by the defender, breaking on the football, batting the ball down, making sure that receiver can't make a play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete to the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Gain of 24. And that's good enough for first down.
The Cowboys, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Back backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. As if he's going to run it. Looking for room at the 30. And he makes it past the 1st down marker. Hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
On the play. And 1st down for the offense.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. The snap sets up the throw. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Cowboys fall back on top. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. They'll put something together to go back on top late. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
One more time, it's Brown. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Boley. Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. Working on the right. Out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready, go!
Brown again. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Picks up 1 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Bolden. On the run, still looking. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And it's gone! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Couldn't find a From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection. The defense gets a 4th down stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, now you turn the football over to the other team. Points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know Jesse didn't take commentary to figure that out.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. So here they are, a chance to put together a game-winning drive and a tie game in the final moments. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Boley. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Red 54, red 54.
They'll send the back in motion.
Where did he go?
Here's a give to Robinson. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, give me one more.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes a catch.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down. And we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Could not make his way to the corner. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this.
Breaks into the open. Runs through a tackle. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And if this offense can keep that going, put together these first downs, like, listen, I love that he stepped out of bounds. I can continue to let that clock stay still, not be in a hurry, put some first downs together, march down the field, because we've got to get some points on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Goes high to pull it in. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Oklahoma State! The Cowboys fall back on top.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They want to throw it. He gets it into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good, and the gamble gives them the lead by 1. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Boley. Now adjusting. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Got it down the field. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Using his feet. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give running right, Brown. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Well, trailing late in the game right now, the offense obviously needs better plays than that. They took a negative play, but at least the good news is they got out of bounds, so they're able to stop the clock. They've got to dial something up here that's going to get a big play.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Boley. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Brown. And they're able to get him on the ground. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So they'll send out the field goal unit. With the ball marked down at the 33, that'll leave them with a 50-yard attempt to try to win this game.